is Monday, May 16th, 2022. Coming up on the program today, sitting in a shed trying to get your girlfriend's 10-year-old son to come out of the closet. That isn't creepy in the least. Plus, getting bumped up to first class so you can spread out. Chainsawing your boyfriend's balls off. And our favorite incel is now a wanted man.
Police say that a son stabbed his mother over a cheeseburger. It happened this morning in the 400 block of Bancroft. 13 ABC's Alexis Means talked with the mother, and she's live with what the woman had to say. Alexis?
Diane, the teen is locked up here at the Lucas County Jail. His mother says that this is not the first time that he has stabbed her. 18-year-old Aaron Dean is in jail accused of stabbing his own mother.
Because I didn't bring him nothing, a hamburger here.
Virgie Dean says she grabbed a cheeseburger from Rally's and headed home.
I walked in the door with a bag of food, and I started biting my sandwich, but I already saw that he had eaten.
She says her 6'3", 300-pound son got upset because she did not bring him a burger, too.
And he's like, where's my food at? And I'm like, so I'm like, I'm not going to give you anything. So he smacked my sandwich and then it pushed me or something, and then it escalated from there.
He allegedly grabbed and choked her.
It's because he had me in a corner. And I took a knife and I stabbed him in his finger. And then he ran in his room and grabbed a big old butcher knife and came back and like, you cut me, you cut me. He was standing right there. And he just took the knife and just stuck it in my arm.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
Stuff my fucking asshole. That's it. Stuff the fucking shit box.
A lot of hot liquid poo just went out all at once.
The guy, he's in the dirty underwear or something. I don't know. He's sniff freak.
All right, Tim back here with you, starting off a new week of programs. Got a great show for you today. There was no nocturnal transmission. I think at the beginning of the week, I may have alluded to the fact that we were going to, or we were going to try to do a live stream. And on Friday, I was kind of thinking that was going to happen, and I came up with this dumb idea for a video that I was going to incorporate into nocturnal transmission. And as per usual, I misjudge how long these fucking productions take. This was an all-day affair. I was up till 4 a.m. editing this stuff. I ended up posting it on Saturday. You be the judge if it was worth my time and effort. Oh, it was quite the big budget affair. I had to go buy outfits, and I had to get some wigs. I was in full drag, baby. Lipstick, nails. It just felt right. I guess what I'm trying to say is I've got some new pronouns. Please respect them. If you haven't seen the video, and most of you haven't yet, and that's okay, it was basically just a parody of old training videos for flight attendants on how to deal with unruly, angry, upset passengers. I ran across a slew of these things that were posted recently to the Pan Am Museum Foundation YouTube channel. Pan Am, of course, was an airline that operated, I think from the early 1900s up until 1991. They declared bankruptcy. That was it. In the late 80s, though, they produced some training videos for flight attendants because passengers were getting a little bitchy up in the sky. I'm happy to report that fine tradition continues today. Some say it's worse than ever, based on some of the clips we've played on the program. Lots of in-flight freakouts. Like, flight attendants are now just like duct taping out of control passengers to their seat. Now, unfortunately, that is not covered in these Pan Am training videos. Let me play you a few clips. This training scenario is called Upgrade.
Miss, did you ring? Yes, I did. My name is Cynthia Stewart, and I'm a member of World Pass and Advantage.
Oh, she is very proud of her World Pass status. She not only has to mention it, she digs through her fucking purse to find her World Pass card. Bitch, do you know who I am? I'm Cynthia motherfucking Stewart. What, that name doesn't ring a bell? Well, maybe this card will let you know how fucking important I am. I'm a World Pass member. So you greet me with respect, cunt.
And when I booked this flight, the agent told me it was only going to be about half full, and something's happened. It's full now, I guess.
Yeah, something happened. People booked a flight on the plane. That's what's supposed to happen.
It's full now.
I don't understand. I specifically asked that no one else be allowed on the plane after I make my reservation. I mean, after all, she is a World Pass member. You saw her card. This bitch sitting here thinking that absolutely no one else would want to go to New York City.
I don't understand why there are other people on the plane. What is that about? I gotta say, this is all a big inconvenience.
I have a really important business meeting coming up in San Francisco, and I need some room to spread out. I need to be able to work, and most importantly, I need to get some rest on this flight.
If you've seen my video, you know what phrase I just latched onto. I love the term spread out. I need to spread out. The idea that anyone on a fucking plane is going to be able to spread out and fucking coach. You are smoking crack cocaine, bitch.
Is there any way that you could move me up to first class? There's no way I can.
Oh, the ovaries on this lady.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm a World Pass member, and I thought that as a courtesy that this time you could move me up to first class.
So she can spread out.
I'm a World Pass member, and I don't care about the food. I don't care about the drinks. I just need some room to spread out. This armrest doesn't even come up. I'm stuck here for the whole flight in one seat.
I love the idea of this woman believing that she was going to be able to spread out, really get all of her work out, right? Have files on different seats. Set up a laptop, a printing station, maybe scan some stuff. I just need a few rows to myself to set up a mobile office.
I just need some room to spread out.
Just to give you an idea of what my version sounded like. I don't have any room to spread out. I'm a big girl. All right, I gotta air this thing out. Oh, hon, I'm sorry. We're showing a book flight today. I mean, I have a medical condition. You don't want to smell this thing when it gets damp, and it's getting damp. Just a note, because you can't see this, I'm wearing a skirt, and I've got my legs open, and I'm airing out my pussy. Look, I just need room to spread out. I need to work and spread out. I really need to spread out. I think I say spread out about 30 times in the span of 2 minutes. Another great Pan Am training video scenario is entitled The Smoker. Yeah, back then you were allowed to smoke on the plane if you were in a designated smoking area. And by the way, those smoking areas were not like divided off in any way, shape, or form. It's just like, you know, rows 12 through 15 were smoking. You're just allowed to, even though the smoke is going to waft wherever the fuck it wants to.
The most incredible fur collection you've ever seen.
Excuse me. Perhaps you didn't realize, but this is a no smoking zone, and I'll have to ask you to put the cigarette out.
Oh, I'll just be a minute, actually. I mean, I realize it's no smoking, but it'll just be a minute.
Well, it is a no smoking zone, and we don't allow cigarette smoking here, and I have to ask you to put it out.
This back and forth goes on for 4 minutes. The woman just continues to smoke in front of the flight attendant.
I have seats in the back. I'll be more than happy to try and move you.
Well, actually, it's not necessary because there's a seat right here for me.
And I'm not getting my fat white ass up until the only thing left of this menthol ultralight 120 is a wet, damp, chewed up nubbin. Now, if you'll excuse me, what were we talking about? Oh, the furs. There's an amazing sale on furs.
Oh, that's all well and good, but the smoking zone is right back here after row 47. Now, if you'd like, I'll take you back and we can find another seat.
Actually, I
but
have
in the meantime, I have to ask you to put the cigarette out.
This is Rita. Why do you have to be so nitpicky?
I have to ask you to put the cigarette out now. This is a no smoking zone.
Boy, things sure are different now. This bitch would be in a chokehold by the air marshal 10 seconds into this confrontation. Again, my version is very similar. I'm sorry, ma'am. What is that? I'm sorry, what? I was just gonna do a little cocaine. I'm sorry, hun. This is a no snorting aisle. No, it's okay. I can do a little bit of cocaine here. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, hun. Ma'am, I'm a World Pass member. It's okay. I can do some cocaine. I'm just gonna do a couple bumps. You're gonna have to put that blow back in the bag, okay? That's all well and good, but I'm gonna do a little bit of cocaine. Well, if you want to see me doing blow in drag, check out our newest YouTube video on our new YouTube channel. I'm really pulling out all the stops. I'm putting on lipstick, stick on nails. Oh, this is sad and embarrassing. There is a link on the main navigation bar over there at distortedview.com to our YouTube channel. I will also try to embed the video in the show notes. A lot of nice comments coming in about the video. A lot of people seem to enjoy it, except for one person. You guessed it, our good friend Meade Skelton, not a fan of my humor. He actually thinks I'm ripping off Frank James. You may remember that Meade is in love with this YouTuber in a very homoerotic way. He loves the way Frank looks. He loves Frank James's hair. He tries to mimic he's the one that's copying Frank James. He wants to be Frank James. He's pretty much said it in his past videos, right? I don't even know who Frank James is, really. I swear on my life, I have never watched a Frank James video. The only time I may have looked up his channel is when Meade was going on about him, and I wanted to see, who Meade was in love with. After that comment, I did look at Frank James's channel because, I don't like to be called a rip-off artist, and I was wondering maybe Frank James did a similar video, like a flight attendant training video, and then I was thinking, well, why would he have done that? Maybe because he was watching those Pan Am videos that just got posted as well. They seem to be going around the internet in some fashion. According to Frank James's YouTube channel, Frank James is making comedy and educational videos about introverts, extroverts, and 16 Myers-Briggs personality. Meade is obsessed with, Myers-Briggs personality, all that shit, right? This Frank James guy, it looks like he's verified, and he has almost 1 million subscribers, so he's successful, unlike Meade. I was looking through Frank's videos to see what I could have possibly copied, and the third video that was posted 5 days ago, I think this is what Meade is referring to. Introverts versus extroverts when they travel. And Frank does some green screen work, putting himself in an airport terminal. Yes, on an airplane as well. But Frank's video is showing how different personality types respond to different scenarios. I can't believe I'm going over this. I don't know why I'm even responding to Meade. It's not worth my time, but, whatever. I love talking about Meade, especially when he's wrong. And he's wrong about everything. Usually it's me picking a fight, like, me finding something on the apricity and making fun of him. But, now he's starting to comment on my videos. So he's picking this fight. Anyway, so this video shows how different personalities respond to different scenarios. The first one is during the security, walking through the scanners, and apparently someone had their laptop with them, and how people respond to that.
Sir, you need to put that laptop in another bin. Oh, right. Sorry.
That's how one personality does it.
Come on, you think this innocent looking dude is gonna be like sneaking a bomb through in his laptop? Come on, man. Although, it is the quiet guys you gotta watch out for, am I right? Dude, just shut up. Oh, come on, I'm just playing. In a job like this, I figure you could use a little bit of levity. Sir, please come over here to the special screening area.
Well, okay, I'll let you guys be the judge. Did I rip off Frank James? There's green screen work, and it takes place in and around an airport or airplane. Let me take this opportunity to apologize to Frank James and his 1 million subscribers. I in no way, shape, or form wanted to encroach on their territory, but I will say my version is funnier. Thank you. And this whole Meade thing really got me upset, especially because prior to this nastiness, Meade and I were getting along great. He commented on another one of our YouTube videos. I think the one where I am discussing him a lot. He wrote in the comments. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know how I'm going to get through this comment. It's so stupid. He wrote, I am the Oh, it's so stupid. He wrote, I am the straight version of Boy George. Sorry. He wrote, I am the straight version of Boy George. And I'm crying now. I don't know why. I don't know why he wrote that comment. It wasn't in reference to anything. But he wrote that. I had to reply. I feel like I need to say this because sometimes I come off as a little mean and abrasive, but God damn it, I love you, Meade, and that is certainly true. I don't care. You can think that I ripped off Frank James. I still love Meade Skelton. Holy fuck. I wasn't expecting to cry, but that was just so fucking funny. God damn it. He is truly the gift that keeps on giving. All right, let's move on now. I've got a clip here of a very angry man. He was upset because he ran across a silent protest. He assumed it was about abortion. He was wrong. This protest involved a bunch of nurses holding a rally in support of the Patient Safety Act, which I don't know a lot about, but I believe it has something to do with the ratio of nurses on staff to patients in the hospital, like having enough nurses to handle, the load. It's to help ensure that patients get a certain level of care or whatever. So this guy assumed, though, it was about abortion, and he's upset about that. So a bunch of nurses, I guess, are lying down on the ground. It says here, nurses and supporters stage a die-in to advocate for a staffing bill in Pennsylvania.
Aren't you glad your mother didn't abort you? You're a joke.
Wrong rally.
Aren't you glad your mother didn't abort you or you wouldn't be laying here?
Let's stop for a moment and think about what this guy sees. He sees a bunch of people lying down pretending to be dead. That doesn't sound like something that would happen at a pro-choice rally. That sounds more like a pro-life rally. Like, look at all these dead babies, right? All the people lying on the ground represent the dead babies who were never born. Right? That's the only way this could possibly make sense, in his mind. But no, he sees what he wants to see. People protesting. It's got to be about abortion. It's the abortionists getting out there.
Wrong rally. This is about...
Yeah. I mean, so far, they've yelled a couple times that you got the wrong rally. You're mistaken. He doesn't care. He just barrels on through.
Aren't you glad your mother didn't abort you or you wouldn't be laying here?
Wrong rally. This is about safe patient staffing.
I don't know what that means, so I'm going to keep yelling about abortion.
It's nurses. Good luck, buddy.
Oh. All right, well, still, you shouldn't be on the lawn. You're going to kill the grass.
Move along.
Tell me to move on, brother.
Yeah. Now he's mad because they're telling him to move along.
Move along.
Don't tell me to move on.
Then come.
Thank you for the Constitution. I am
Come lay down with us then. Come lay down. Come lay down with us.
I ain't laying down with no woman.
Come on.
No woman that's fully clothed. Ha ha.
Then move along.
safe staffing. She's a good woman.
I hope you get us to the hospital care she does.
Safe staffing.
I wish one person would have walked up to him and said, hey, do you believe there should be more nurses on staff so when you go to the hospital because you're having a heart attack, people will be there to tend to your needs? Yeah, well, that sounds reasonable. That's why we're here. What about abortion? That's a separate issue. That has nothing to do with us right now. Why am I yelling about it then? That's a very good question, sir. I don't know.
Yeah, you're part of the crowd that yelled crucify.
Oh, blow it out your ass. This guy is totally against staffing now. Safe staffing sure sounds a lot like same-sex marriage. I don't trust this one bit.
I'm gonna have you arrested for stalking. So this game works both ways, baby.
So now he's threatening to sue because they're stalking him.
This game works both ways, baby.
Hear that again. This guy is just looking for a fight. I love it. I mean, they are they're walking with him, but they're still in front of this building. It's not like they're following him around town. I think they're just trying to engage with him. Do what I say, like have a conversation.
I'm gonna take you, and I'm going to have you arrested for stalking. So this game works both ways, baby.
Stalking.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. And you're recording right now. And go ahead and call emergency services if we need to.
Well, you're chasing me. You're stalking me.
They're walking less than 1 mile an hour. It's the slowest chase on foot I've ever witnessed. I love that he's just looking for some reason to be right about yelling.
If we need to.
And you're being loud.
Well,
too loud.
You're chasing me.
And you're chasing me. All right, there you go. Just a little protest going on in Pennsylvania. Moving on now. Talk of the midterm elections is starting to pick up, at least here in the United States. But over there in the UK, there's another very important campaign going on. I, of course, am talking about the Student Union Activities Officer election for Bath University. Things are heating up, the election is close, and Lauren Green is pulling out all the stops. Here is one of her campaign videos.
Uni of Bath, this is the moment you've waited for. The SU is in need, and we need to do some more. And I'm ready for your activities officer, building support and pushing for change and making sure nothing stands in our way.
Has this girl ever attempted to sing before? Was this her first time? She's doing it on camera. Here's an even more pertinent question. Has she ever even heard a song? There's no rhyming going on here. She could have done, anything on video. She could have done a little skit, a monologue.
Don't worry, climate change will be of most importance.
Oh, thank God. Lauren Green of the Activity Council is going to solve the climate crisis. I've been stressing out about that shit. Thank God Lauren's on the scene. We're in good hands.
Continue changing, make sure we are making difference. More help for all committees with clearer systems. Groups shouldn't have to struggle. I will solve your problems.
Lauren, honey, it's been a while since I was in college, but I'm pretty sure not that much has changed. All the activity officer needs to do is set up a few cool movie nights on the quad. Book some shows at the student union, like Dane Cook or something, like stand-up comedians.
Student voice, loud and clear, will be at the center. Vote for me and I will make sure that things are better. Arts and culture need more funding and I'll help you out, but you need a vote. So Lauren for activities, make sure you vote for Lauren.
There's no way this bitch won. I'm on the Bath Student Union website, and I can't believe this. This video was posted back in March, I think. But the voting period was from May 9th to May 13th, and the results are going to be announced today. I'll try to remember to update you guys tomorrow. I got to know if Lauren won. The final clip I wanted to share with you today is truly bananas, cuckoo crazy bananas, actually. It was a video posted all the way back in 2010. And as far as I can tell, with the research I was able to do on this, it looks like we've got an adult man and a young boy sitting next to one another. The old man is either a stepfather or he's just some guy dating this kid's mom. Okay, nothing too weird going on yet. The kid immediately sits down and lights up a cigarette. He's 10 years old. Yeah, we've got a cool stepdad here. You want to smoke? That's cool. I won't say anything. Just remember, my little dude, this goes both ways. There's going to be some stuff I don't want your mom to know about either. What's even more bizarre, though, is the conversation these two have. Take a listen.
It's recording.
I quit.
It's recording. Okay, guys, you go ahead and ask me the first question.
Right?
Do you think you're a homosexual?
Right out of the gate, stepdad wants to know if this kid has any blowy fantasies. Again, this little nugget is 10 years old.
No, because I'm texting a girl right now.
Okay, homosexuals they text girls too. If you were to be...
This guy's convinced the 10-year-old is gay.
What we consider...
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure this 10-year-old has like a smoker's talk. Like, he doesn't sound like a 10-year-old, right? No, I ain't a fruit. I've been texting a girl, That's the type of raspy voice you only get after smoking a cool carton of Chesterfield cigarettes every day for 10 years of your life. I came out of the womb with a lighter in my hand. Come on now, Pops. Be a good boy. Hand me a ciggy.
To be what we considered queer.
Hold on here. What is he going on about?
They text girls too. If you were to be what we considered queer.
We use the word queer in this house. If you were a fairy of sorts.
You would be okay with that, right?
Yes.
Okay. You sure?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with being gay.
Oh.
You know that, right?
Sure.
Regardless of what your mom says, it's okay to be gay. It's also okay to be black.
Oh, good. Thanks. I'll let you know if I ever become black. I gotta be honest with you. I like this guy a lot. I like the way he's talking to the kid. Like, his mom's kind of a cunt. Obviously, it sounds like. Who's like, no son of mine is gonna be a queer. They use that word in the family. No son of mine's gonna be a queer. And then later on, this guy brought the kid out to a shed or something. Things could go sideways there, but they didn't. It's all on the up and up. He was just like, I want to have a talk with you. Are you gay? It's okay if you are. Now, he's letting the 10-year-old smoke, but in the grand scheme of things, I think it's more important that he's letting this kid know, like, look, if you want to be black, you be black. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you if you want black skin. If you want black skin, you get black skin. I'm behind you 100%. I support you in your journey. Again, this guy is just the boyfriend of the mother. It's not his place to reprimand the kid for smoking cigarettes.
Mexican, white, Puerto Rican, Jewish. That's a whole nother chapter.
We draw the line at Jewish.
So you're not gay, that's good. You have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay, what's her name?
Monica.
I think mom's cool boyfriend still thinks this kid's gay.
Me and Monica.
Is Monica's real name Marty?
Yeah. Don't fall for it!
And you just show me a picture from Sears catalog or something?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Well, yes, bears do shit in the woods, so you are gay? That is a picture from the Sears catalog? You are dating a guy named Marty? This is just a weird video all around. They talk about Monica, is that her name? The girlfriend a little bit.
All right, so you're a smoker of cigarettes, obviously.
Oh, yes, and he talks a lot about smoking cigarettes. I think that's how he met Monica, at the smoke shop.
We know that because
I'm smoking right now.
That, and because you constantly are asking or stealing them.
Yes. I'm not just a regular smoker either. I'm pretty hardcore. I smoke like 7 cigarettes an hour.
The video is strange because the older guy here, the boyfriend of the mother, keeps bringing it back to gay stuff and sex stuff with this 10-year-old. But he's a 10-year-old smoker, so it's not like he's not a normal 10-year-old.
Hi, Shane. So obviously you're sexually frustrated and sexually unknown as far as your preference.
I'm not a virgin.
Holy what?
Fucking cattle does not count.
All right.
Oh, God.
Well, that's Shane and Chris. I don't know which one's which, but one of them's behind bars at this point. I have to believe that. Playing the odds here. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted, or fucked up news right now. Distorted View Daily and anything I'm doing here. Not everything. You don't have to like everything, but if you like something I'm doing here, why not sign up and become a member of the Sideshow? That is DV's member site where you gain full access to the entire archive of programs. More importantly, every week I post brand new exclusive shows just for paying members. This is how I make my living, so this is the #1 way to support the program. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive, and we'll do another exclusive episode on Thursday. Again, membership's very inexpensive, only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. And great news for you people who use Spotify or Apple Podcasts to listen to DV. You can now sign up for Sideshow content right in those apps. Using your mobile phone, just a few taps. You can subscribe. If you're using Apple Podcasts, you can use Apple Pay. Oh, it's so easy. That's the name of the game here. Trying to make it easy for you guys to get access to those new exclusive shows we do every week. Again, for more information, check out DistortedView.com and SuperFreakSideshow.com. Finally, we've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/DistortedView. Just another way to help the program out. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. If you pledge at least $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. Again, patreon.com/DistortedView. All right, 3 very quick stories now for Stop. Well, we start the week off right with a story about chainsawing one's balls off and then cooking them. Welcome to Distorted View Daily. If you're new here, it's just par for the course, and really one of the main reasons I get so enthused about the news. I'm so enthused about the news. I'm so enthused about the news. For time is what I could use to write more stories. I'm so enthused about the news. I'm so enthused about the news. It's true, man. I am enthused. So enthused about the news. All right, here we go. A woman accused of cutting off her husband's testicles with a chainsaw and then cooking them on the stove burner has been arrested on suspicion of his murder. Oh, he didn't survive that. Suspect Teresa Perrick, 46, is believed to have drugged 42-year-old. Oh, man.
Half-sat Musa Baba.
Yeah, it's another one of those hard ones. Let me see if I can try my hand at it here. His name, 42-year-old Srijan Perrick. I mean, there are 4 fucking consonants in a row there. What do you, I mean, come on, give me a fighting chance. All right, yeah, she's believed to have drugged the man before stabbing him dead, cutting him into pieces. Oh, so it wasn't just his balls. Yeah, he died then, obviously. He was cut into pieces. Yeah, she cut him into pieces, and she boiled his remains in a huge pan. So it wasn't just the testicles. Well, what a salacious news story. I mean, yeah, the balls are part of the body, but she chopped up the entire thing, the whole body. The horrific slaying reportedly took place at the family home in Serbia at around 9 p.m. on Tuesday, May 10th. Teresa's horrified teenage daughter is said to have witnessed the gruesome killing. Did she taste the gruesome killing too? Oh, how wicked!
I love mushrooms.
Those weren't mushrooms, Vincent. Those were his balls. His balls. All right. The teen, a child from Teresa's previous marriage and identified only as D something, revealed that her drugged stepdad had woken up when he was being stabbed. Oh, that's a horrible way to wake up. But as he crawled into the sitting room, her mom continued to hack at him with the knife. The teen then ran to fetch her brother, but she said she then heard the noise of a chainsaw coming from inside the house. The children were only let back in when they threatened to call the police. This is when they saw the man's mutilated corpse sprawled on the floor. The teen said her mom had already told her that she wanted to kill her husband, despite her pleas not to. She went through with it. She's a very hard-headed woman. You can't change her mind. Once it's set on something, women's prerogative, right? She and her neighbors reported that the couple often fought due to jealousy and Srijan's alleged laziness. In one of the recent incidents, Teresa allegedly set fire to the bed where her husband was sleeping. Now, look, again, you know me. I'm against victim blaming. However, if you're still with your girlfriend after she sets the bed on fire, the bed you're in, sleeping in, she sets that on fire, and then afterwards you decide, oh, well, that was a one-time thing. She'll never do something that crazy again. This is kind of your fault. You don't deserve to have balls, or at least you deserve to have them sautéed. The couple had reportedly been together for 2 years, 2 years of bliss, during which Srijan spent a month in custody after Teresa reported him to the police. He's beating me! Srijan was reportedly banned from approaching his wife at the time of the incident. However, both had chosen to ignore the legal order. Locals reported that the couple would frequently separate and then get back together. It's a very hot and cold relationship there. For him, it got very hot at the end, about 425 degrees. All right, Teresa is said to have 4 children from 4 different marriages. If time's the charm, none of them are Sarjans. Both were reportedly on medication for unspecified mental problems, with a neighbor alleging that Teresa also used drugs. Guys, if you've got mental problems, clinical depression, OCD, bipolar disorder, whatever, you deserve happiness. You should be in a relationship, but don't be with someone who's also mentally ill. There should only be one mentally ill person per relationship. Otherwise, it's too dangerous. You get 2 people going through an episode at the same time, fighting. I mean, it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe that could end up with your balls in the oven. When police arrived at the house, they found it covered in blood. Well, of course, like a chainsaw was taken to a person's body, and Teresa was arrested on suspicion of murder. So there you go. That's the first of many happy news stories I will be reporting on this week. Second story we have for you today. You remember Jay, right?
You ugly, stupid. Oh, you heard it. You heard it. What's up?
He's that incel that would harass women on the street.
Recorded, you dumbass. You're fat. You're fucking behemoth. Land whale. Heifer. Fuck off.
Well, I'm happy to report we've got a news story involving our friend here. Police are asking for the public's help. Like we all saw this coming. It was inevitable. Police are asking for the public's help in finding a man accused of harassing women outside of Costa Mesa bars. According to the Costa Mesa Police Department, Johnny Young. His name is Johnny? I thought it was Jay. Yes, Johnny Young is a self-described incel and is wanted for attacking several people after he allegedly confronted a group of women using vulgar and explicit language. You're going to have to be more specific. That's pretty much all he does. You've just described every incident with Jay/Johnny. Costa Mesa PD said Young is wanted in connection to several hate crimes. Officials did not specify if people were hurt in the alleged attacks. Young is known to drive a Chevy cargo van. What a fucking creep! He drives a Chevy cargo van. No wonder he's a virgin. With a green stripe. Okay, very specific. That's according to Costa Mesa Police. Anyone with information on Young or have a history with him, maybe I should call, is asked to call the police, and they gave the phone number over there. It's a very short news story, but I thought we should report on it because it's one of our own, basically. I think the first time we ever featured this guy was when he was getting kicked out of a gym for hitting on women.
Dude, don't make us have to call the cops on you, please. Really
call the cops on me for what?
Because your membership's revoked.
Dude,
you're not allowed
revoked. You can't even explain why, bro. No, I'm working out right now, bro. Hey, look at you guys tripping the fuck out. You're fucking nuts. Lucky I can't capture all you fucking retards. You guys are running around me.
You really want us to call the cops?
Let me work out, bro. I gotta work out. I just took all that pre-workout, bro. I just drove all the way over here.
I don't really care. You can take your pre-workout all you want, please. I'm asking you politely. Can you please get off the floor?
Well, that's your problem. You're asking. You need to tell him. Don't give him the option. Asking implies that he has a choice.
Pre-workout. This guy's taking too long. It's time to work out. You're not going to block me.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you doing?
I'm telling you,
don't fucking touch me. For talking to a girl. You see this dude? He's fucking bumping into me.
All right, final story we have for you today. This one just happens to come from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Florida is the most fucked up state.
Yes, a Northport woman was found dead in her own septic tank. That means she drowned in her shit, basically, right? Northport. That's not the first time this has happened. I'm pretty sure we recently read another story just like this. Apparently, it's shit swimming season. Northport spokesman Josh Taylor said that police believe the woman was watering her plants when she fell through the lid. It appears where she either fell into a hole that was created from her septic tank caving in, or her weight itself. How dare you comment on a woman's weight? Yeah, apparently the weight made the cover fall or cave in or something. I don't know. It did not appear the woman drowned, though. Oh, okay, how did she die then? Authorities said the woman's family called for a welfare check after not hearing from her, which led to her discovery. Okay. The 74-year-old woman, maybe she broke a hip or something, right? But she was trying to sell her home and got an appraisal before her death. The appraiser informed the woman there was a crack in her tank. Now there's an even bigger crack. I mean, she was warned, right? Instead of doing something about it, she decided to water her plants. I mean, I don't want to say she got what was coming to her, but, shit happens. Whoever did come out that day said they had a bad septic tank, and I feel like if it was that bad, they should have known and flagged it off, a neighbor said. Yeah, it's the appraiser's fault this happened. The local septic service expert said if the tank was found to have problems, it should have been marked off to point out the problem area. He also said the contents of the tank likely destroyed the concrete from the inside. Quote, she had told her neighbor that she had gotten a pump out, and whoever had pumped it recommended a lid replacement or a tank replacement. That's according to Martin Guffey of Martin Septic Service, Inc. Oh, what a fantastic commercial for that business. Honey, we got in the newspaper. Free advertising. Oh, it's a good day for Martin Guffey Septic Services. Anyway, the woman felt like maybe the guy was not telling the truth, so she didn't believe it. And then she fell into the septic tank. Should have believed it, honey. Authorities are still investigating what caused the woman's death, but they said there does not appear to be foul play. So no foul play, no drowning. She have like a heart attack or something? The medical examiner's office is conducting an autopsy. Residents in the Northport neighborhood say the 74-year-old woman will be dearly missed. She was a wonderful, wonderful neighbor, said Chuck Westenberg. What a way to go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Well, guys, I've got some more sad news. Another freak down. I can't believe this is happening. This actually happened last year. I just found out about it now, though. Our good friend of the program and designer of the Distorted View logo that everyone knows and loves, the DV Grin, along with so many other pieces of artwork that I've featured and used over the years. Merchandise, the DV trading cards, the Satan Away shirt, our posters, the DV tranny logo, Bunny Crush. All of those amazing pieces of art and more were designed by a DV listener and a brilliant artist named Bill Blankenship. He was a comic book artist. He worked for Real Comics, and he was doing his own comic, and I mean, he was just an amazingly talented guy. Unfortunately, he passed away last year around this time, I think in June or something like that. I just found out about it now because I was doing a little photo shoot. I posted a new photo with me and the DV logo. I've got a big neon version. I don't know if many people have seen this because I don't have a great place to put it yet. But it's a big neon light of the DV logo. And I took a picture with that, and I thought, I think Bill would get a kick out of seeing his art as a huge light. And so I wanted to email it to him, and I was like, I don't have his contact information. It's been a couple of years since I've talked to him, so I was looking him up on social media, and I noticed that he hadn't posted after April or May of 2021. And I started looking at all of his social media accounts, and I was like, oh, God, what happened? And sure enough, I found the obituary. And so we, another freak down. Listen, freak, you got to stop dying. I don't have that many listeners as it is. So please stop it already. Enough. This is turning into a curse. Like anyone who has ever done artwork for Distorted View Daily, they're dying on me. I don't want to make light of the situation or anything, but please don't draw anything for Distorted View Daily, just to be sure. Anyway, Bill will be missed, and I have very little information on what happened, and I don't know him well enough or know his family well enough to feel comfortable asking. So it doesn't really matter what happened, but we lost another freak, and it's a very sad thing. But his artwork will live on, and I'll think about Bill whenever I look at that DV logo. So rest in peace, Bill. Ugh, I hate I hate doing that. I hate talking like that. Don't make me do eulogies anymore. No one is allowed to die anymore. That's it. Stop it.
Hello, Jensen. This is Pan Panisco, your monkey overlord, calling. And Timothy, I'm so glad to hear that you're exposing Jilly Bean for the fraud that she is. Here's the thing. Not only...
Jilly Bean, of course. I don't know if we talked about it on a Sideshow exclusive episode, but Jilly Bean is like the female version of Lil Marky.
She creatively...
That's all you need to know. Like she totally copied the Lil Marky formula. You know, Mark is this like middle-aged guy, and he came up with this character, Lil Marky, but it's not a puppet or anything. He just stands. You know, when he goes up to perform at churches, he'll just stand, a big fat gut hanging out and everything, an old man, and then he just sort of throws his voice. And I'm Little Marky. But it's him. He's not a ventriloquist. Same deal with Jilly Bean. Just, you know, some old broad doing a little girl voice. It's fucking creepy as shit.
Incorrect. She's also a weird sex pervert. Look, Pan Panisco got into coke in the 80s, and he made some pretty bad financial dealings. So I had to take a job with Jilly Bean on the road as her live action Charlie. Well, at night in the bus, she would get pretty tuned up on...
If you don't know, Pan Panisco is a monkey. He's a monkey that calls into the show.
Booze. She was always like, hey, Pan, I want to wear you like one of my puppets. And so, look...
See, that's the thing. Jilly doesn't do puppets.
Actually,
she does. That's the truly insane thing about Jilly Bean. She actually does do puppets. She's got like a crocodile character and a monkey character that she'll, you know, put on her hand and talk. But the one character that she doesn't have a puppet for is the person she's named after. She named the whole thing Jilly Bean. She doesn't have a Jilly Bean. I get so worked up over this fucking shit. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't matter. I just get fucking it enrages me.
And so I ended up taking a chance, and I gave her no less than 38.5 minutes of monkey style. That's doggy style, but you cry when you come. And can you believe it? She made me pay for the abortion. Yeah, she's really talking one side of her mouth. In any case, hey, Mama, if you're still listening, Pan wants you back, and he's got one thing to say. Why did you break up with me, Mommy? Well, I'm so lonely.
I love Panisco. He's so dumb. He fits right in with this podcast.
Hey, Timothy, it's Meowness.
Hey, Meowness.
So, there's been a few times that you've gone to Spotify to try to figure out the demographic breakdown of your listeners and things that they like and their preferences and that. Don't do that, because if you're listening to podcasts on Spotify and they're not like a podcast that has an exclusivity agreement with Spotify, you're a psychopath. Like, straight up, you are a psycho.
Well, I've got some very disturbing news for you, sir. Spotify has overtaken Apple Podcasts as being the number one way people consume podcasts overall. That includes like Android apps and everything. Spotify is number one. That's why I have to care about that, right? That's how people are listening to podcasts now.
Different ways that you can.
And that's why you can now get Sideshow content right in the Spotify app.
Listen to podcasts. It's not fucking Spotify. Like, don't do that, Tim. I love you, bud.
Well, what are you yelling at me for? You know, if I've got thousands of people listening to me on Spotify, that's a good chunk to see like what the demographics are like. Leave me the fuck alone. What are you talking about? Don't do that. I'll do what the fuck I want to do.
Hey, Tim, Haley's Comet calling in to weigh in on the whole asthma versus allergies thing.
Why is this? Why? It was a throwaway comment. I was talking. Now it's a whole thing. People calling about this.
I remember that episode, and I actually went back and re-listened to it before making this call. And the reason I didn't call initially when this was said is because I recognized you were telling a fucking joke.
Thank you!
And that you were not seriously equating allergies and asthma.
Yes! Are you the only fucking person that listens to this podcast with any brain cells? Good God!
Among your listeners. was in a position to justifiably call you out on that.
Y'all are getting me all worked up today. I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm going to be the next dead person. I'm going to have to give myself a eulogy here.
If that's what you had been doing, or it could be implied that's what you were doing, I'd be one of them.
Be angry here.
Because my lungs have been wonky ever since that chlorine gas exposure when I was 11.
I don't even know what he's saying anymore.
You were telling a joke.
Yes.
You were being silly.
Yes!
It's what we expect from your show.
Jump up.
So
a fat man jumping here.
I'm going to classify this as, it's not quite a Tim was right, comma, damn it call, but it's Tim did nothing wrong.
Yes,
in that
thank you.
instance call.
Exonerated once again. All right, listen, that's enough of the voicemails. I'm going to blow my brains out. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
And I need some room to spread out.
Spread the distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. A thumbs up or like. I was holding up 10 fingers to the camera. I'm sorry. Well, what is 10 really? When you think about it, really, it's 2 5s. I expect you to create another account and give me another 5-star rating. All right, give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. I will see you back tomorrow if and only if you're Sideshow members. Otherwise, I'll be back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
When you want a hot meal without a big deal, what are you gonna pick? Ass pocket.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.